guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I've done so far and show you guys a cooking video. So today I'm going to be making hibachi style chicken and shrimp with vegetables and rice. So I'm going to show you guys that. This is part of my senior project at Millis High School and I'm really excited to start it, so let's get into it. Also guys, just a quick side note, I want to let you know that I did not set this recipe like in stone before I made it because I've never made it before. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna write the amounts for everything that I put in because I was kind of guessing as I went along. But by the end of this, I'll have like a set amount for everything that's in it. So if you're watching and you're like, okay, I don't really know, you're kind of guesstimating of like how much this really is, I'm definitely gonna put in at the end like the set recipe of how much of everything's going to be in this, so it will be more clear. I'm gonna have like a picture at the end, and I'm also gonna put it down below in the description, so if you don't even want to watch me making it and blabbing on and on, then you can just look down in the description below and go off of that recipe. I'll also put the steps to make it, so if you don't want to listen to me, you can just look at that. But I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that before. Okay, so the first thing that I did was pre-cooked this jasmine rice, which comes in this little bag. I cooked half of a cup, so that's going to be used later on, and you guys will see that when it comes in then. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is prep the chicken and shrimp, and we're going to marinate it and let that sit while we chop up all the veggies. So I'm going to prep the chicken first, which I got this fresh chicken, boneless and skinless tenderloins, and this is just the Whole Foods brand. Before I start prepping that, I'm just going to thaw out this frozen shrimp. It's peeled, deveined, and tail-on raw shrimp. So this just needs to thaw for 10 minutes, so we're going to prep the chicken first, and then we'll do the shrimp after it's thawed out. Okay, so I just put the shrimp in this bowl to thaw out. I'm using 6 shrimp, and then I'm going to be using 2 of the tenderloins. Alright, so here's the 2 tenderloins that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to start by chopping them up into little pieces. Alright, so I'm actually going to add a 3rd tenderloin just because I think that 2 is an okay amount, but I'd rather have 3. Alright, so now I'm just going to throw all this chicken into this bowl, and then we're going to marinate it. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding a tablespoon of this teriyaki sauce to the chicken. Next, I'm going to be adding some black pepper. And then finally, some garlic powder. Alright, so the chicken is all marinated now, and now I'm going to do the same thing with the shrimp. Alright, so now that the shrimp have thawed out, we're going to marinate these. All I did so far is just remove the tails, just so I don't have to worry about those later. Okay, so now that the shrimp are done, we're going to let this sit with the chicken while we start to chop up some of our vegetables. Alright, so the vegetables that we're going to be using is broccoli, onion, zucchini, and some carrots. So I'm not really sure yet exactly how much of each I'm going to put in, so I'm just going to start cutting it up and see what looks like a good amount. So I just cut up about a half a cup of broccoli, and now I'm going to cut up some onion. Alright, so I just cut up probably about 1/4 of an onion, and now I'm going to cut up some carrots. Okay, so I just cut up probably about 1.5 carrots, and finally we're gonna cut up the zucchini. So I just cut half of the zucchini, so these are all our vegetables that we're gonna be using. So once again, we have broccoli, onions, carrots, and zucchini. So we're gonna put these aside for now, and we're gonna start cooking the chicken. All right, so now we're gonna be cooking the chicken. So first I'm just gonna add half of a tablespoon of coconut oil to the pan and let that heat up. Okay, so now I'm adding in the chicken that's pre-marinated. Alright, so the chicken's done cooking. I let that cook for about 5 minutes. I mostly just went based off the color, and I took one off and cut it open to make sure it wasn't pink. So I think 5 minutes is about a good time. That's probably about how long it took. But make sure to flip them over once you see them start to get brown on the bottom. So now it's time to cook the shrimp. Alright, so for the shrimp we're gonna do the same thing. I just put some coconut oil into this new pan. Again, half a tablespoon, so between the two of them it's a tablespoon, which is about a serving according to the jar. So once this heats up, we're gonna add in the shrimp and cook that all the way through. Alright, so now that the shrimp's done cooking, I've just put it with the chicken together in this pan. And now I'm putting more coconut oil into this pan, and I'm about to heat up or cook the veggies. So once those are done cooking, I'm gonna heat up the rice and add the egg, and then we're gonna mix it all together. Alright, so now I'm gonna be putting the veggies into this pan, and with it I'm gonna be adding a tablespoon of minced garlic, I think 1 to 2 teaspoons of this soy aminos, they're liquid aminos soy sauce, and then I'm gonna be adding about a fourth of a teaspoon of salt and a fourth of a teaspoon of pepper. Okay, so now I'm just going to be scrambling an egg into this pan and then adding the rice to heat it back up. So everything else, I have the chicken and shrimp back on just low, and the vegetables right now are on low, just to make sure they stay hot while this egg cooks and the rice reheats. Alright, so I turned the vegetables back up to about 3 so they'll get warm. The rice is heated now, and I mix it in with the egg, and the chicken and shrimp is back up to heat 3 as well, just heating up. So I'm about to take everything off and put it all on a plate and show you guys and tell you how it is. Okay guys, so I just finished, so this is the final product. It looks delicious, and I'm about to try it, so I'll let you guys know how it is. Just one thing I want to say quickly. I think I kind of went a little overboard with the portion size since it's just for me. So definitely gonna take that into account for the next time that I make it. So if you are making this recipe, just be aware that the amounts of things that I used will make this amount. You can make it less or more if it's just for you or you're cooking for your family. But I'm really proud, it looks great, so I'm gonna go try it and let you guys know how it is. Okay, so this is the true test. I'm trying a piece of shrimp first. I have to say, I'm pretty proud of myself. Alright, let's try some chicken. I think I like the chicken a little more than the shrimp. right, now some veggies. Really, really good. I think I did a good job with the portions of like the spices. All right, and finally some rice. Okay guys, honestly, I highly recommend this meal to all of you. Go make this right now. This is probably the best meal I've ever had. And I'm really proud that I made it myself. Even my dog really, really wants some. Alright guys, well thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do end up making this recipe, please let me know. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know how it turns out and if you guys like it. So I hope you guys are just as proud of me as I am of myself for making my first meal. So definitely after this is going to be the recipe, the steps to make it, and it's also going to be in the description. And if you're not already, follow me on Instagram. It's at Taylor Davis Fitness. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. Happy Monday.